W's and L's, a weekly recap show. We give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. Actually, I'm gonna start off with my dubs. So it looks like the Grammys have decided to go ahead and post their nominations, and so I have to give a dub to Kendrick Lamar, who we all saw it coming, but my boy got nominated for Song of the Year and Record of the Year. I don't know what the difference is for Not Like Us.
Those are two different categories. Song
and Record of the Year.
Jesus.
And I think it was a Best Rap Song of the Year too.
Okay.
So yeah, he got nominated for Not Like Us. We saw it coming. Drake said Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone hand him a Grammy right now, and that's what we're doing. That bar aged like milk as far as I'm concerned. Like, yeah, I will take another Grammy.
I seen somebody try to, like, one of the Drake bot accounts, obviously, but like trying to spin that as a positive, like, oh, this take aged so well because he got nominated for Grammy. I'm like, yo, the literacy on this thing is so low.
Yeah, people on Twitter, especially with their music takes, it just feels like they say things to be contrarians, and they think, well, actually, that's not even just music. That's everything.
Everybody, yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm saying something different,
it's
so
edgy.
I'm ahead of all of you. Clearly.
I'm edgy.
I'm black and I'm a black man and I voted for Trump, so clearly I'm ahead of you.
Right, yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Like it's everything.
Think differently.
Yeah, it's everything.
I'm a whole nother brand of black man.
I like Drake and not Kendrick Lamar because the things that Kendrick Lamar is saying isn't actually that smart. So like, I'm ahead of you. It's just like, bro, shut up.
That's how it be.
That's exactly how it be. Oh, well. My first L, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. My first L is going to Zion Williamson. My thing is, I've seen Zion Williamson struggle with so much throughout his career.
A lot early, yeah.
I've seen him struggle through injuries. I've seen him struggle through, obviously, weight management at times. And not even as a joke. Like, I've just seen it be a problem throughout his career. I've seen him struggle with hoes. But I've never seen him struggle so much as to trying to say the word lackadaisical.
What?
Brother, lackadaisical. You know what's crazy?
Like, we was a little too lackadaisical.
I haven't seen this.
Oh, bro.
I think we kind of went into the game too lackadaisical.
Lackadaisical?
We kind of went into the game too lackadaisical.
What is lackadaisical?
Stop. Play that one more time, please.
Play again. One more time? All right.
I think we kind of went into the game too lackadaisical.
Lackadaisical.
So listen, this is why I gave Michelle Beadle just a little bit of bail. Because that's what happened to Michelle Beadle.
Michael Porter Jr. recently said, oh, I don't like this, that if the Nuggets...
I beg your pardon?
The Nuggets don't win.
That was a good one.
Don't try to get me on that. They might have to break up the team. Lou, are you buying that this is the last dance for the Denver Nuggets?
Buying it, Beater. You're going to be in trouble today.
That's fair. It's not even a thing. It's not even a word.
I'm sweating. You covered in the cloth. I got you. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
Nigga! I thought I understood this whole thing, but I guess I don't. I need help.
Pivot, boy. You went to college at least.
We didn't come out like we wanted to come out.
Yeah, you was at Duke for a year. Come on.
Lackadaisical.
It's like he was reading and he guessed at what the word was.
It just reminds me of when Kevin Garnett tried to say equivalent. That was crazy.
You seen Hurricane Chris say educational?
Educational? I didn't hear him say that.
Who was it? Who said
Hurricane Chris?
Louisiana got the 4th worst educational system in America.
Huh?
Louisiana got the 4th worst educational system in America. Marte said he ain't have enough skill points to use that word. He ain't have enough VC.
That shit, he sound like Webby trying to say Charlemagne and them name on the record.
Charlemagne.
Ooh, and Angela. Oh, wait, y'all got some names on here. DJ Envy, Charlemagne.
Oh my goodness. Gosh, bruh.
Yeah, he was tearing it up.
That was really bad. Versus is coming back, y'all.
Oh boy.
Apparently, and I think we overlooked this. They struck a deal with Twitter and Elon Musk. And so Swiss Beats
you
is
think
out
people
here.
gonna keep the Twitter app open enough to watch a whole versus, bro?
Does anybody care about versus anymore?
Twitter's not a streaming. Okay, all right, okay.
Are we still here for versus like that?
Who is it? Swiss Beats
was
and
2020.
Yeah.
We're stuck in the house. We ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah.
They should have planned for life after the pandemic, and moving to Twitter is not the answer, bro.
I don't think so either. Yeah, they moved it over to Twitter, and now Swiss is out here announcing 2025 loading. So I guess versus is supposed to come back on Twitter in 2025. Who cares?
I would say, who can they get? Like, again, if you're reintroducing on your third platform, because we started on YouTube, then we moved to Triller, now we're all the way down to Twitter, which is not a streaming service. So who are you bringing out for people to reassert their confidence in this brand? Because right now it's a diminishing product. Nobody's really expecting a lot from the Versus brand at the moment. So who are we coming with?
Diddy versus R. Kelly.
Can't be done. Next. Like give me some serious ideas, chat. Assist. Who could be their introduction back to
somebody who's it would have to be almost akin to the 2 Chainz Rick Ross one. Where they're like still pretty relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know. Chris Brown, Usher?
That would pull in some people, especially the
Chris
women.
Brown, Usher, yeah. Chris Brown, Usher would be good if you get some OGs that you haven't circled the block on already. I wouldn't want to see any repeats. I'll tell you what they should do since they're rebranding. What I would do is I would tap into the female rappers. The ones with big enough catalogs to compete. So Nicki, Cardi B.
If they can get on stage.
If they could get on stage again, if they can make it work, Nicki, Cardi B in the verses. That'll break the internet. Now, I don't know if her catalog is big enough, but I think Rock Nation would be interested in a piece of that. Nicki Meg. Right? I don't know if she has enough.
Nicki is going to get in a fight with most
I think if you pitch it to Nicki as it's going to be like a versus the queen kind of style. Like, obviously you are who you are. You've had all these challenges. Present it as like an opportunity to embarrass her competition. That's how you got to give it to her.
Her catalog is crazy. Like Cardi
versus some of the younger rappers. Yeah, I think she stands out for sure.
You don't have to put out music like that anymore. You can become the brand. I'm here. I'm there. I'm fine. Nicki was putting out hit. Jay-Z features. She murdered these.
You know what? Marte he brings up a good point that no female rapper has a big enough catalog. My thought is
Missy? Could Missy stand up with Nicki Minaj on the versus
Missy can
stage?
argue, not even arguably. Missy's gonna beat her.
What he say?
He said Missy gonna beat her flat out.
Her. It just is what it is. And then anybody else is like, why are we doing this?
Well, I'm saying they need that younger. Cardi B would work, but
she don't got enough.
She would have to mix in her features. She would be very heavy on features.
A lot of features, yeah.
Heavy on features. But I'm saying the crowd, the audience would show up to see it.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact.
And that's why it would be advantageous for Nicki because there's nobody in this current era of female rap that has the catalog to compete. So it would really just be kind of like a congratulatory thing for her. I think that's
JT.
No. What? We got to call you Miami for you to perform?
It's the only female rapper she's going to get on stage with.
Nah.
Tony Robinson said Ice Spice versus Ozempic.
I hate Ice Spice took Ozempic.
And she does look weird now. She looks very weird. It looks like they found her somewhere and she wasn't really eating and they trying to get her back to health.
Critical Mass said Britney versus Christina, dead ass. Britney shouldn't be on anybody's stage right now.
Yeah, that's a little bit of that Lil Wayne effect. You'd love to see her, but the larynx aren't that great.
Black Panther said Pink versus Kelly Clarkson.
Who?
Pink versus Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
Kelly Clarkson is going to dog that girl.
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson can actually sing. I don't know what Pink's doing these days.
You would get a little audience off of that. I think people to show up.
Pink is doing pink cocaine.
Pink is
Critical Mass. I don't know about Pink, bro. Critical Mass also said Nicki versus Lil Kim.
Oh, that's your shit, huh?
Yo, he's actually getting down. That's crazy. Marte said, "Let Coke Brit loose."
No. Hell no.
No.
Hell no. Not with them knives she be carrying around and shit, be
Yo.
dancing with.
Yeah, and then the fact that she be dancing and shit, no, it's just not gonna look good.
No.
Okay. My dub, DC, Matt Reeves. They're saying they're about to do a HBO Max, a Joker kind of series like Penguin. And I know y'all been watching the Penguin. Something good, great acting. Colin Farrell, I forget he's in that mask and all that paint. Like this dude really seems like that sloppy.
Oswald Cobb, boy, he looked like the Penguin for real.
He does.
He's a really good method actor. I didn't realize he could transform himself like that. But that shit is nuts.
It's gonna do wonders for his career again too, because he hasn't been doing a whole bunch.
Not much. Yeah.
This has been perfect.
This is just crazy, and so we're into this comic book, DC, Marvel. So the Matt Reeves verse looks like he might have something. He doesn't like to do the fantastical. You're not going to see a Poison Ivy probably, but the based characters,
much more grounded.
Exactly, the grounded characters. I just want to see that you have a plan for what you're doing and it makes sense. Good writing, good acting, good actors in these positions, and it looks like he has that. So right now, I'm loving it. Do your thing, Matt.
I just wonder how long of a leash James Gunn is going to give. Okay, we got the Penguin. Okay, you can keep your Battinson over there, and that can be outside of the DCU. How much rope is he going to give Matt Reeves? Because again, it's one thing if the main DCU is strong and that it's delineated itself, like this is our timeline. Anything outside of that is just extra. That's one thing. If you don't have that, and all the Reeves stuff is popular, now you're creating a situation where you're actively trying to work away from what's working. Right? So how much leash does he give Reeves to actually be successful? Because then if I'm Zaslav and I'm looking at him, I'm like, well, that's all the shit you got.
I'm gonna go with the Reeves.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Blue Beetle, The Flash, Aquaman 2, Creature Commandos, okay. And then we got the Penguin, Batman, Joker. Like, buddy, we may need to reorganize. I think Reeves should be president.
Corn Sweat, bro.
Again, he's got a lot riding on those films coming out. Creature Commandos and Superman movie. He's got a lot riding on this. A lot. Especially because Reeves continues to be successful.
Yeah.
He continues to be successful, and his tone for Gotham, we haven't really seen it expanded outside of Gotham. Now, I'll tell you one thing that's dangerous for James Gunn is allowing Matt Reeves to get out of Gotham. If he allows him to do it and get outside of Gotham, that's dangerous for Gunn. That is very dangerous for Gunn because now you're starting to prove that you can build an entire DC universe and not just a plentiful Gotham.
Yeah.
So he better watch his ass with that.
Thanks.
Kai Cenat, these young dudes with this internet nonstop. I'm streaming for 30 days straight. And
like, dog, I don't get the appeal, but then I guess I get the dedication because if you're going to literally sit up on camera doing what we do for like an entire day's worth, like, fam, I don't think I could be on camera that long. Y'all going to see some stuff, y'all. It's just, I don't think I could be on camera that long.
They got a crazy setup.
Yeah, he does. And he's bringing on Miles Morales
behind the scenes. He's got like a full production setup behind it, like all screens and all that shit.
I believe it, yeah.
It's crazy. They got crazy setup for that.
DDG, Kodak Black, he's just bringing on different people, and it's just, people are just chopping up all these, and it's everywhere on the internet. Like he is taking, I can only do nothing but, salute to him because he's everywhere.
From a work standpoint, you can't do nothing but respect the grind because, like you said, the type of names that are willing to be, in partnership with him, come on the stream and be seen with him. He got the button right now, low key. So it's like
all the eyes are on him.
He was shaking hands with the NBA commissioner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Opening night.
That's insane. He's talking. I think he was talking to Steve Ballmer at one of these. He's talked to Mark Cuban. Like, for a guy who does what we do, to be in those type of circles for any reason is impressive. Let alone they know who he is.
You gotta have a camera on you 24/7
Yep.
for 30 days during a mafia-thon like he does, though. That's like, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
Bringing these dudes on there, and they're all eating off of it. You had the Miles Morales, NPC on there,
And he had the ice cream so good girl on there too.
Yeah, so he's bringing all these people on.
He's not gonna get. I got to Google.
Yeah,
I got to go.
Oh, is that the girl? Got her on there too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's her? I can't think of her name.
I can't remember her name, but yeah, her.
But
Pinky doll. I got to Google and I search a pinky doll, and you know what I see? Picture. Like, damn, girl, they don't got Google in Brazil. What is going on?
He's killing it. Him and iSpeed, that they kind of the top in this streamer, I'm ridiculous kind of genre. But they getting their bread. Get your bread, brothers.
If I was that young, I would try. I would at least try. Cause I don't got the energy to be doing all that shit that they be doing. But if I had it, boy, I'd be streaming for sure.
Ain't nobody stopping you from streaming like that, John.
I mean, you could do what you want to do from your crib, bro. You know what I'm saying? Set it up.
I'm not doing a 30-day 24/7 stream. It's not happening.
Get you a GoPro, slap that joint on your chest, and talk and walk.
No.
Do your thing.
No. What is wrong with both of y'all?
Hey, man, I don't. These sound like excuses.
Y'all acting like we not all younger 30s. We don't have the energy for that no more. It's not happening.
Turn the camera on, bro.
And sit. Like, I swear they be sitting there eating. They'll have they little moves that they be having over on stream sometimes. Like, sometimes they just be living and have the camera on. Yeah, that's the kind of nerve-wracking thing to me. Like, when the cameras is off, this place is a madhouse. It's like people are everywhere. So, like, I don't think I could have it.
People want to see a parenting stream. Make it happen.
No, they didn't ask for that. Nobody asked for that. That probably felt too close to real life.
I'm watching my life happen.
Would you say?
2 years later, you'll be shaking hands with Ryan Day. They'll be,
Hey,
all right, bro. I'll stream. I'm not doing a mafia-thon. It's not happening.
The black guy from Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Black Ghostbuster. So Ernie Johnson is telling his story about his time in Hollywood and how, a lot of drugs and alcohol and everybody involved. He didn't really indulge all that much. Said he did have a period where he was maybe trying coke. He had a bad experience where he had to yell at his kid, then looked himself in the mirror, decided not to do it. So
that's such a quintessential addict getting right.
He's like, hey, the looking at yourself in the mirror and then flushing it down the toilet is like a Dare commercial. It's like a Dare
made for TV movie.
Right. But like, okay, so I'll let that one go. The funnier thing is that this kind of tells me what type of person he is. So he tells me about or not me, but he start talking about the Hollywood parties. And he's like, yeah, man, I would always be there having fun, just kicking it. It's a lot of celebrities around, but there would always be this point in the night where they would just come tap me and be like, yeah, Ernie, I think it's time for you to go. And he would be like, okay, and just leave.
Like, okay, guys, I'm gonna make my way out of here.
Ernie, it's about to be some wild shit going down. I think you wanna move along. Go back to your family, bro. Like, he was like, okay.
Okay, no, that's what it is. Then.
Bet.
He has a family. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, yeah, he has a wife.
He's a family man, so like, yeah.
Well, but I mean, a lot of them got wife and kids now. That don't disqualify everything. But I think they know who to have and who not to have around there, right?
Sure.
If the Hollywood sex triangle stuff is as rampant as we hear about, then you got to have like-minded people at those parties. You can't just send the invitation out to everybody.
Facts.
Yeah, you got to send it to the crowd, Ernie.
You gotta let
you look
people,
like a damn snitch, Ernie.
You look like, and your name is Ernie. First of all,
his name is Ernie. He ain't magic.
It was like, yeah, he gonna snitch. He gonna snitch.
We about to do some wild and depraved shit.
Which thank God, good on him, because if that kept him out of all of these court documents and these tapes, and he didn't get doused with baby oil, then good for him.
I was saying his black ass would be the one to get caught. So like. Thank you for telling me y'all about to be doing some.
Y'all about to be doing all this
shit.
freaky stuff. So, yeah, thank you for getting me up out of here. All right. That's Ernie Johnson. I'm giving a dub out to DDG and Haley.
You're giving a dub to them.
I'm giving a dub to both of them. So they got into a little spat last week on the internet, right? You seen DDG have Halo on the stream with Kai Cenat, what you were just talking about, Johnny. Seemingly innocuous, it was cool. He wasn't doing nothing wild. They wasn't smoking or drinking nothing inside the room while he was there.
Sure.
Haley, obviously, she took to the internet, got a little upset by it, made some tweets, said some things. I think it was a pretty emotional moment for her. I gave her some space on that.
Especially if she really is going through the
she's a new mom.
depression.
It don't even got to be that far, but just the fact that she's a new mom, she's away from her kid, she's hypersensitive to anything that's going on with it. So women act like that. It's
as a celebrity, you want to be private with some of the things that you have going on in your life.
The reason why I'm giving her a dub is because she circled back, I think even the same day, and was like, or maybe the next day.
I think
she was like, you know what? I was emotional. I probably shouldn't have took to internet and said nothing to y'all about it. I know, first of all, the biggest thing, my child is always safe when he's with his father. He's always safe when he's with his father. So I'm not about to demonize him or serve this up to y'all so that, because she know her fans, and she know what her fans do in relation to DDG. And it's not always positive. And so, like, for her to step in front of that and be like, no, first and foremost, he's always safe when he's with his father. I was in my feels. I did wrong. I went about it the wrong way. DDG follows that up and goes to his fandom and says, hold on, because there was definitely some equal action coming back towards her. Sure. What you trying to make it seem like he can't, he's her son, he's her father, that's his kid too. Yeah. He should be able to do what he want to do. Like, no, I'm not about to let y'all do that. I'm not about to let y'all drive this wedge. I'm not about to let y'all make me hate her or be mad at her. Like, I understand what she was going through. We talked about it, obviously. Beyond that, y'all don't need to go with her. Like, it's not what I want from y'all. That's not what we about to have.
Yeah.
Both of them showing the kind of maturity that their fan bases seem unable to do at all.
That's my question.
And I love that they both stood up in the midst of that and kind of dispelled all the bullshit.
So Haley went out and tweeted what she did originally, and it seemed like immediately people were like, nah, we're not about to just go and harass DDG the way you think we would probably do. My question is, what if they did? What if they did actually react in a way to support Haley, which is what would normally happen in that case?
Yeah.
If that was the case, the rhetoric that she initially spewed would still be all the more toxic.
It is what it is. And I think that's what the apology is for. First of all, she's a woman. She got up on the internet and apologized. So first of all, we need to take the record down. Yes. We need to exalt her. Yes. Second of all, you can't undo the thing, but you can move differently based off of what you did, right? And so that at least shows a bit of maturity. That's what I'm saying. It's maturity.
The reaction to the fact that nobody took nobody bit is now, okay, all right, I got a chance to go back and be like, okay, that was wrong, so I apologize.
And that's the internet part of it. If she would have just cussed him out in a text message, we would have never known, and then she would have been able to apologize just to one person.
But I guess if everybody did go up for her, would she then feel emboldened and then?
Oh, I think they went up for her. Her fans definitely went up for her.
It wasn't to what she probably would have expected.
I just think it was equally met with people who were trying to not really feel where she was coming from in terms of her emotions and not seeing the baby and being away from him. Like,
sure,
it was equal. It kind of plays into that gender war shit that we got going on. It got both sides riled up, and so you never really saw either one of them win out. And I like that they try to push both of it back. Like, it's not.
Yeah, no,
just handle it off the internet.
And I like the maturity that DDG showed.
It was good that they squashed it in the maturity, but I get so tired of this celebrity relationship stuff on
type stuff. Yeah,
Instagram, the way it blows up. I just hate. It's like, bro, because I'm old enough to see it before it got like this. So I just stuff, and I'm like, what the hell? Who cares? You know what I'm saying?
It'd be like it's your friend up the street and you gossiping like, we don't know these people.
But people are so invested.
Yeah.
Oh, very much so.
Yep.
Tony Robinson, chill out in the chat.
Hey,
dog, said, Ernie, if you ain't trying to grab your ankles, hit the road, Jack.
Chill out.
On to my L's. I'm giving an L out to Auburn basketball. Did you hear that them boys had to get a plane grounded because they got into a fight on a charter flight on a PJ?
And then I saw one of the players getting really upset that homeboy was on a heat check. Like he was just killing him with the 3-point. And like he was wide open, he'd just be like on the side, like
But
bro,
like,
your boy is hot. Like, let him get the hot hand off.
He had to be extra mad because they fought on the plane and it got so bad that they had to land it. Like, that's not a scrummage. That's not a fight just between two people. Like, if they had to land a damn plane, they couldn't. The coaches couldn't control you, dog. First of all, I don't think you're ever going to be able to get on a flight again, which is that's really going to complicate things with your college basketball career.
That's a fact.
Did they fly commercial or was it private? Did they fly private?
I think it was a PG. I think it was private.
I feel like they had a video of it. Did they not?
They had the on air the calling. The pilot was calling back to the station to say we got to turn around.
I got you. Okay.
I don't think it matters because that it might have been private because they had to go back to customs. They had to go back to the airport.
Sheesh.
That's going to get reported to the FAA.
Oh, for sure.
You know, you can't have that.
I'm telling you, bro. He had the hot hand. They were up like 75-29 on the
and bro was just mad.
And he was just chucking up threes. And I'm telling you, bro was like, man, you could have passed me the ball one time. And then the other nigga was just like, nigga, I was hot, bro. What are you talking about? What are you on right now? And he probably started talking cash shit at him. And then they fought.
You suck. That's why I ain't throw you the ball.
Yeah, he been this been brewing. This been
If it was that bad, and it's factions too, because again, they wouldn't turn the whole plane around over a fight with two people. They would just have the team split them up.
Sure.
So it had to have been a bigger fight, and so now there's probably factions. It's just crazy.
One of the niggas on the bench was probably like, "Yeah, he do be bullshitting with the ball, bro. He be ball hogging and shit." And then there's two of them versus the whole team at that point.
Yeah,
because he won them the game.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not an insider at all.
It could be. Giving the L out to Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke is getting an L from me for being, I don't even know what to call him. What do you, yeah, no, first of all, I am down for all the Freaknik documentaries now. Have at it. I want to see them. I'll watch them. We'll review them here on the channel. Bring on the Freaknik documentaries. Uncle Luke was so upset that his shorty Kamala Harris did not get elected that he told the 12%. The 12%. You know how minuscule 12% is in the grand scheme of the race in Florida, which Democrats weren't going to win anyways.
Right.
But 12% of black men in Florida voted Trump. Right? Do you know that Uncle Luke said that they should be lynched and that he's going to wait for them to be lynched?
Why is this driving people insane, bro?
Bro, like saying the craziest stuff.
What?
He said the 12% of black men that voted for Trump in Georgia, or excuse me, in Florida, that he's waiting for them to be lynched.
Yo, that's
and where did he say it at?
insane.
Not on Instagram Live, not on Twitter, but to Chuckles on the Dan Le Batard show.
Jesus.
Said it on the Dan Le Batard show, and Dan Le Batard chuckled. So first of all, Dan Le Batard, fuck you, fuck Poppy, and fuck the boat that y'all ran in over here from Cuba on. Okay,
well, statistically speaking, they probably voted for Trump.
They absolutely voted for Trump. It's not even up for question.
Yeah.
But screw you and Poppy. Okay, and for Uncle Luke, since you're so comfortable with your white supremacy and whatever it is that led you to say that black men should be lynched for not voting for your candidate, you can fuck off too. And once again, I hope the DOJ looks into the damn Freakniks and see if you're culpable for any of the sexual assaults that went on during the concerts now. Since we just talking about shit. Since we talking about what we hope. You know what I'm saying? I hope the DOJ gets very interested in Uncle Luke.
You can't say shit like that.
You want us to be lynched?
I started to put this in my L's because they're going crazy. Dudes like him and these women on TikTok and stuff saying we should be killed. bro, she got what? What did she get? 80-some% of the black man vote?
It was 70 something.
It was 70 something, yeah. But I mean, it was high. It was like
high 70s.
It was like 78, yeah. It was like 78. It was almost 80.
Yeah.
This ain't our problem. You got everything you needed from us.
And she really fucked up not going on that one podcast.
The JBP.
No, the Talk to a podcast. She should have went on.
Shut up.
She should have went on the Hawk to a Girls podcast.
No, that wouldn't.
She would get white women in droves. I'm just saying.
I mean, she messed up not coming to, not addressing the Hispanics, you know, because you let all these people over here because you were over that.
And she just thought that that was gonna win her the day just because they were who they were.
These were hardworking people that came over here, got visas, and became members of society. They had to work to be Americans. They didn't get handouts. Now y'all giving out food stamps, thousands of dollars in food stamps
to the new arrivals, like not even to the people that need it most here in this country.
New arrivals, and the Hispanic folks mad. They got mad.
That's a fact. Yeah, Joe Biden played Despacito that one time, and it got him all the votes. Kamala should have did something similar.
All right. So
I promise I have more than just
Uncle
comedic
Luke.
jokes about the election.
I got academics. You stole my tape. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this no more. What I will do from now on, when I predict something, whether it's about music, sports, film, I am going to write down the date that I set the shit, the episode number that I set it on, the timestamp. I need it.
You're gonna catalog it.
I swear to God, we're getting farmed. We're getting farmed.
Well, we know we are.
Last week, I said to y'all, Thug's getting out. He's in between. I literally said the words in between a rock and a hard place, right? Because Gunna is tied to him money wise. He needs to start making his money off of him while he's out. But at the same time, how can you be seen with him? How can you still associate yourself with him given what he did, right? Mm-hmm. And I know people were still caught up on his father's words and what he said publicly about it. But his sister said something different. His kids say something different. Lil Baby say something different. Everybody around him saying something clearly, but he the only one that ain't said it. I think he just can't say it because of obviously the legal situation, and he's going to have to find a way to navigate that.
Well, he's a tweet and deleter.
I was going to say, and then he already tweeted and deleted, so we've seen obviously where his heart is at. But did you see Axe take on this? I mean, boy, it was almost a verbatim, word for word. He's in between a rock and a hard place. He needs to make money off of Gunna, but he's also a snitch. I'm telling y'all, Thugs had private conversations with this person and that person. He's a snitch. I know. Hey, fam, if you had the source, you should have beat me to it. I was a week ahead of you.
With no source.
I am shooting this shit into the dark. If you had the source, fam.
Lethal shooter over here.
I'm trying to say, and I'm tired of y'all, man. I swear to God, I'm sick of y'all because you know ain't nobody gonna see me saying it. But when you say it, it's gonna be, oh yeah, act right. God damn it, stop stealing my. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put together a montage because this has happened to me quite often. This happened in sports channels. This has happened on hip hop takes,
political takes.
I'm telling y'all,
TV shows.
I'm telling y'all, I'm bringing y'all the juice. Okay, run with it. And tell them where you got it from, because they out here engagement farming. I'm telling you.
Bro said, I understand it now.
No, I get it. I get it now. Because I swear to God, I pulled that off my hip when I seen he was getting out. And I'm like, well, damn. Gunna is mighty hot right now, music-wise. And that can definitely benefit Thug financially. And I just started thinking it through. I'm like, but no, man, I'm not with the whole, oh, no, he was actually cool with him snitching. All that bullshit, that propaganda that was probably coming from Gunna's management at the time. I'm not into that. I know words. I know what I heard when I seen you stand up and say, yes, YSL is a gang, and he's on trial for running a criminal organization. There's really not that much confusion there. He told. So how this all plays itself out, I don't know how it's going to go. Again, Thug needs the money. Gunna's hot. And any assault on his reputation is going to affect the money. So what do you do?
Well, after the tweet and delete, Gunna's probably just going to distance himself. Why would Gunna need to do anything?
Though, man, you want the bread.
No, why would Gunna do anything?
Oh, Gunna's not gonna do shit.
Yeah,
I'm
Gunna's
saying
like, oh no,
Thug.
fuck you,
How
bro.
does Thug handle it?
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah. I see you, I see you, academics. You should just go ahead and subscribe. Shout us out. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
if we locked in like that, you might as well go ahead and shout us out, bro.
It's up with you. Handle your case.
Jesus. Well, yeah, no, never mind. Sorry, never mind. I told y'all that they had some weird stuff going on with the ballots when we were voting last week, right? So in Cuyahoga County, Cleveland, right? Cleveland, Akron area. Apparently, there were signs outside the polling locations that were telling people that Jill Stein dropped out.
It said that she dropped out.
It said that she dropped out, that she withdrew from the race.
I told you, I saw signs here that said she wouldn't be on the ballot.
So what they were doing here, right? Jill Stein, when she announced she didn't have a running mate, which a lot of people don't have a running mate, right? So when she tried to get onto the election ballots here in Ohio, she used a candidate for governor, a Green Party candidate for governor that ran back in like 2014 as a placeholder. She notified the elections commissions that she was doing so and that she'd have a replacement. So they went ahead and they picked Butch Ware, right, which is her running mate, which is why I knew something was funky because his name wasn't on the ticket.
Right.
She picks him. They don't allow the change on the ballot because she didn't submit her what's it call it? She didn't submit her VP, the real VP name, before August 12th. Right?
August 12th.
August 12th. Keep that date in your mind. So you didn't submit your replacement by August 12th. So now we can't change on the thing. She sued the commission, right? And she was unsuccessful. Ohio upheld it, right? They kept her off the ballot. Now, ask yourself, if there's a rule that says that you can't run on a ticket the way you want to unless you submit your information by this date, that applies to all parties, correct? Josh, Google when Kamala Harris was named the Democratic candidate, not to mention when she named Waltz as her running mate.
Officially, it was at the DNC.
It was at the DNC convention, and she hadn't had Tim Waltz at that point. She had not picked Tim Waltz at that point.
The DNC was August 19th to 22nd.
7 days after. So she hadn't even announced her presidency until 7 days after this imaginary deadline. So by Ohio's election committee logic, Kamala Harris shouldn't even have been able to run. The only viable candidate that should have been able to do what he did was Trump. Because of this dumbass rule that you putting out there trying to keep third parties out.
Oh, but she announced, wait, what? She announced Tim Waltz August 6th. So that was...
She announced her running mate before she was even nominated for the election for the position? Before they even nominated her? Okay. So I guess that's what allows her not to have the snafu with the ticket. But again, her candidacy wasn't even announced yet. She didn't announce until August 19th. Anywho.
She announced her candidacy or her intention to run back in July 21st.
They had
officially
her.
Yeah, officially.
She had not been chosen
so
as the candidate. Jill Stein was the Green Party candidate already.
I'm just giving you dates, brother.
Adam Coy is getting my last L tonight.
Yep, thank you for remembering
Adam
this.
Coy is going to jail for the rest of his life for murder of Andre Hill.
Case took way too long.
Way too long, but we got the result we wanted. I hope he gets a nice, warm welcome in Gen Pop if he ever sees it.
Yeah, I think they're talking about appealing it already. Well, obviously.
Of course he's going to
appeal.
Obviously,
they go through an appeal process.
Everybody's going to appeal.
Yeah, so...
I mean, if you have to face either constant isolation so that you can stay away from the hundreds of black gang members that want to stick things in you.
Yeah.
You're a cop
that killed a black man.
Have at it, buddy. Hope it works out well. Not really. But, yeah.
But the other thing that's making me mad is that the Casey Goodson case is still being moved out. And it's not happening until February 2025.
I think they're trying to let the public fervor for that case die out because it was even more egregious than the Andre Hill case.
Facts.
Casey Gibson was shot in the back, walking into his grandmother's house with a sandwich in his hand.
More egregious because Andre Hill was shot walking out of his garage.
It wasn't his garage. It was his
walking out of the
neighbor's garage or whatever. But yeah, I mean, there's no excuse for either one of them. I don't want to make excuses for either one of them.
Sure.
But the fact that Casey Goodson was pursued into his domicile and he had no weapon, and that was the pretense for you pursuing him in the first place because you thought he had a weapon, and you shot the man in the back holding a sandwich. Yeah, man.
We need to see both of them, receive some, or the families receive some sort of justice in this case.
For sure, man.
Thank goodness we already did for Andre Hill, but it's crazy.
Any thoughts on that? Any last thoughts, Johnny, on any of the dubs and L's?
I think that's about it, man. For me, at least.
For sure, man. We definitely appreciate you coming on, kicking it with us. We frequent your channel, so I'm glad, we were able to get you back on here again. We got to do this some more.
Even though you be posting some BS YouTube shorts.
Anyways, let us know
what's up with that.
Where the people can find you.
You can find me on YouTube, Johnny Olden Jr. I pregame, postgame, do Sunday call-in shows. Usually Marcus joins me. Subscribe to A House Divided. And I do YouTube shorts also. I'll poke at Ohio State when they think they did something, but they in there dancing, bringing a milkshake.
All right, bro. That's not the song they played. That's not what they played.
I didn't change that video.
You did. You clearly did. They played Walking Your Trap, Take Over Your Trap. Not no milkshake. But it's okay. Ohio State's doing okay. We're good. Why you ain't give a dub to Garrison, by the way?
Nah, shout out to Buckeye Garrison.
Both of y'all hating on Garrison, bro. Why y'all ain't give a dub to him?
Shout out to Garrison for his new gig on Voice of College Football.
I shouted him out. He was in my live before I got on here, so I shouted him out.
You shouted him out, but you ain't give him a dub here. That's kind of crazy.
Why didn't you give him a dub?
Like the stream, give us your dubs and L's if you haven't already in the chat. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We do these every Sunday on the live. We'll have a lot of posts throughout the week, so keep up with us. Come back to us next Sunday. We'll be here around 4 o'clock.